Yo, you want to debate? Yeah. What's the topic? Give me your defense and your logic. We can talk the Warriors or the Rockets, but if it's LeBron's the GOAT, stop it. Stop. Tune in every week and catch us on the podcast, but don't get mad at me if I tell you that your squad's trash. We hitting everything hard from these fighters that just got smashed. The players getting waived who came up and who just got cash. We talking firings, hiring streaks by Ironman. Whose team's acquiring, who's done and who's retiring. Who you're admiring, players you find inspiring. College athletes aspiring and contracts that's inspiring. All right. What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to the podcast, the Playmakers Lounge podcast. I am your host, something, hit the keys. Here today to bring you guys some more fire topics, some more good conversation. I'm here with two of my good friends. I got my guy, Hijack Gaming. Say what's up to the people, Hijack.
Hey, yo. Don't you ever call me your friend again, bro.
All right, I'm here with a punk ass bitch and my man's Ricky. Say what up to the people, Ricky.
What up?
All right, so obviously we be taking sabbaticals, we be taking vacations because we on CPT. So we're gonna go ahead.
All three of
us. So we're just gonna go ahead and keep the party rolling. Today we got some fire topics for y'all. We're obviously going to start off with the hottest topic in all the sports right now. Jake Paul trolling Conor McGregor. What y'all think about this man trolling Conor McGregor? Talk about his wife, bombing his boy with water balloons, unfollowing everybody on Twitter but his wife. How y'all feel about this whole scenario? Yeah.
I mean, he trying to get that Logan money, right?
I guess.
I don't know, but it's funny as hell. I ain't gonna be mad at it. I low-key just want to see how far he takes it to get that fight.
Right.
Don't one of them supposed to be on fighting Mayweather?
Logan.
So Jake talking shit to Conor.
Right. And you think at some point that they just end up fighting each other?
They gotta fight. I mean, Conor's a fighter. This man who's borderline a fighter is out here talking about his wife.
No, I mean Jake and Logan.
Oh no, they're not gonna fight.
They just at some point they just use all this damn publicity they gained to just go ahead and throw hands with each other.
I don't think they fight.
Keep it in the family.
It's crazy because the one that's fighting Mayweather, he already got a loss on his record by a YouTuber. Like it's stupid.
He's a lot bigger than Floyd. I mean, by no means do I think he's going to beat Floyd. But he's like
Floyd's gonna run circles around that dude.
But he is like 200 pounds. Floyd's like $158. So I mean.
He's gonna run circles around that dude. I don't care how big he is. He's not even gonna see Floyd.
I don't disagree with you by no means at all. Yeah, I don't disagree with you by any means at all because obviously Floyd's one of the GOATs. You can't, and whether you love him or you hate him, you can't dispute that Floyd's one of the greatest boxers of all time. So, but what do y'all think though? If Jake and Conor fight though, what do you think the outcome of that fight is?
Yeah, I think it's the same.
I think it'll be a decent fight, but it's still Conor's gonna beat him. He got way too much money. He got the training to back him. So,
hey, that's big leagues, man. You ain't boxing fucking Nate Robinson. You boxing the real dude that been doing this their whole life. Got certified hands and shit. That's a whole different ball game. Dudes that's used to being in the ring, maybe Nate can fight, but maybe. But you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Floyd and Conor, they do this for a living. They have always done this for a living.
I mean, I'm not going to sit up here and act like I think that Jake Paul is going to beat up Conor, but it's not like Conor's like a certified boxer. You know what I'm saying? So,
but he's a fighter though. You know what I'm saying? They beating up dudes that ain't even fighters. You know what I'm saying? There's something that comes with that experience of just I do this all the time. in front of millions. Like this ain't like they ain't gonna be phased. Like if you go back to the Nate fight, which I'm just using because it's the most recent, but if you go to the Nate fight, like Nate didn't know what the fuck to do. You know what I'm saying?
Nate didn't know how to clinch.
Right. Nate was just like, I'm just gonna run up and
run up head first. Hands not even up. Run around like a bobblehead.
Any professional boxer.
Then he went night. Yeah,
any of those dudes is gonna know how to handle themselves at the very least. And then
I wouldn't fuck with an amateur boxer.
Right. Like if they do this, they're gonna know how to handle themselves.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you think Conor's gonna eventually take the fight?
Depends on what the bag is. If he get a quick million off beating up somebody, I think he would.
I think it'll be definitely more than $1 million because Jake's got how many subscribers on the tube? He's got.
But who's gonna fucking tune in for a boxing? I mean, that's what Floyd getting $1 million, ain't it?
I think Floyd's getting.
He in the mill.
I know he's getting 50% of the pay-per-views though. So
but I'm talking about the fight.
I feel like
the fight, his contract is for I think it's only like $1 million.
I think it might be a couple mil. But again, you get 50% of pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be, 20, 30, 40, 50 million, so something like that. Because people are going to pay to watch it. Did
you already pay? Did you already buy it?
Cody.
Did you already buy it?
Cody. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not incriminating myself any further, but we just gonna be watching it per Cote, my man's in them,
Gotcha.
Yes sir. So
I know like right now, and it's like $26.99 or something like that, or $27.99, and then like it's starting to get higher.
Oh, I'm
as
sure
the fight goes on.
I'm sure at least I think 1 million people will order that pay-per-view. You know how many people have been buying Floyd pay-per-views just to try to see him lose? You know how many?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I wonder what the odds are on that, like betting wise.
You probably can put $1 on that bitch and win $1 million.
Right. There's so many people out there right now who don't watch boxing that would just look at the two men and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna tune in because Floyd's gonna lose." So I mean, I'm guaranteeing that fight probably gets 100 mil. I mean 100 or 1 million subs. You know what I mean? 1 million buys.
Well, I mean, those are two dudes that people tune in just because they want to see them get their ass whooped. Both of them.
Right.
Oh, that was cool. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They have those personalities where it's like, I just want to see this person get beat up.
Should be interesting. I feel like Conor kind of has to fight him though, because Jake Paul is basically doing what Conor would do to get a fight. Conor was trolling Floyd for how long to get that fight?
Right.
Conor trolls every single person that he fights. He was trolling Khabib. So now it's like somebody else is using your tactics to get a fight with you. You got to take that fight, bruh. You got to.
Hey, y'all YouTubers, y'all moving up in the world, man.
Right. I'm challenging Floyd next to a game of basketball. I'm not an idiot. I'm not going to be on national television getting beat up.
I'm trying to go heads up. Let me put the pads on. Let's go heads up.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all I need.
We'll
for
call,
a milli.
We'll call
$1
Dominican Sue on that one for you.
Why? I can't get fucking I can't get Pretty Boy Floyd.
No, you get Derek. You get Derrick Henry.
No, I'm good. Why you making it rough, bro? I'm just trying to catch a bag like everybody else.
You can choose Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson.
Well, to go heads up, I'll take Lamar.
I know.
Still choose Derrick Henry.
What's that? You're still crazy.
Okay,
right.
I'm gonna take Lamar, catch a quick bag, because you said to go heads up. He ain't even shaking me now. We just going
heads up.
Cool.
Right. I'm still saying, man. And that Lamar Jackson versus Derrick Henry. Think about this, okay? Lamar Jackson may shake you out of your draws, but Derrick Henry's gonna knock the shit out of you, literally. So it's like,
I would have a better chance of getting my hands on Derrick Henry than I would Lamar Jackson.
This is true.
Yeah,
that's the only thing. That's the only option. I mean, you're not
Like,
gonna touch Lamar Jackson, so
yeah.
I'd rather have a chance by touching him. I get knocked out, but I at least
I mean,
try.
you're just gonna have to hang on for dear life. But
That's it.
He still might score. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
If I can get all the way down to his ankles, I'm good.
Think.
It's just me.
Wow.
That's just my thoughts.
All right.
What game you watching, Jay?
Well, it's halftime. It's halftime of the Chargers and Raiders game.
Raiders.
Herbert is, what is he? He has 194 and 2 touchdowns.
Carr's out with a growing injury.
Yeah, 16 of 21, 94 and 2 touchdowns for Justin Herbert at halftime.
So here's my next question. Have you guys seen second trimester James Harden yet?
Hey, did you see my comment? I was like, my boy trying to get out of there any way he can.
Any way he can.
Well, he got fat.
Oh man, he fat.
You didn't see that picture?
You ain't seen him? He looking like Kendrick Perkins, a short Kendrick Perkins out there.
I ain't been looking at no sports the past couple of days.
I'm gonna go tag you in it right now.
Yo, my man's is fat. Like he's about 25 pounds out of shape.
He's balling today though.
Yeah, he's still hooping though. I seen some highlights.
Well, of course, he's still gonna hoop. I mean, that man can ball, but he is out of shape. And they said all the reports have been coming out about why Westbrook left is because basically team goes and lives and dies by James Harden. Yeah, so basically he's late to all the meetings, and their flight schedule depends on what club or what cities they're in because of the nightlife. So James Harden, if they're in New York, they might stay an extra night because James Harden wants to go out and party. and Russ is mad about that. He said that
they said that what is it, that James goes and he'll fly to another city and just party and then come back on game day or whatever.
Right.
All these reports coming out. Yeah, they're gonna trade him. I don't know who's gonna take that contract though.
Well, everything's saying fucking Ben Simmons, like that's what they're saying all the time now. Because I was gonna bring that up because everybody keeps talking about Ben, and they said that there's like multiple packages that include Ben Simmons, which I was just thinking like Ben and John together doesn't really seem like a fit. But
that's what I said too, and I heard that same thing like. John Wall and Ben Simmons, what are you gonna like? There's no space on the floor.
I think they fit together fine because then you just play. You play Simmons at the power forward.
But he's a point though.
Yeah, but he doesn't have to play point. He can play the 4. He can play 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, he'll be a better 4 than he would be a 3 or a 2 because he can't shoot. But he'd be a fire 4. Think about Ben Simmons playing the 4. He could pass the ball. He could still, take it up and down the court.
He'll be a more advanced Draymond Green.
I don't know about that.
He ain't gonna be a down low like that. That's like
bro. Like he's not he's not a back to the basket guy. He's just tall as fuck, can handle the ball, but he can't shoot. That's his only. He's got an all right post game. I mean, it's not solid, but he's a field general.
I mean, I think he's
yeah. I think he needs a ball in his hands. Like that's my whole thing.
Like he navigate. He's like fucking Rondo. He can navigate the offense.
I mean, obviously, we've had these conversations, and I think highly about Ben Simmons. But I feel like I think him and Wall could coincide because you can have stretches where whenever Wall's out, then you can have Ben Simmons play the point. They can play together on the court just because. Think about Houston's style of basketball. They don't have bigs anyway. So it's like if you have Simmons playing the 4, that's going to fit with Houston's style of basketball because they just want to run up and down the court and shoot and all that stuff.
But shooting, that's what the word you said.
Right.
And that's not what Ben Simmons does. Like, so you got 2 non-shooters on the floor, so they negate themselves in that offense automatically.
Wall can shoot a little bit. I mean, he's not great, but he can shoot. He can shoot better than like a Westbrook or somebody like that. What does Wall shoot? Like 35 or 36% from the 3? He's not terrible. He's just not great.
Yeah, like I said, my whole thing is I feel like they're both ball dominant, and like I don't think either one of them would take that back seat or try or even be willing to.
Well, if Simmons got traded, I don't think he wouldn't have a choice because you're not playing Wall at the 2. I don't think.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was like, that
point.
seems like a weird fit.
Yeah. That's the whole point of this whole conversation.
I tagged you in that picture, Ricky.
Oh, that's cute. So
I told him I was tagging him so he could see this James Harden picture. So I got low-key want to see his reaction to it.
Yeah, I got 35 motherfucking notifications on Facebook.
Mr. Popular.
God damn.
So,
damn, he fucking fat as fuck. That shit say me on Tinder, me in real life.
So, I mean, but do you think that Russell Westbrook really has a leg to stand on, complaining about what was going on in Houston? And you take into consideration that even with all what was going on in Houston, in the way that the schedules were laid out and the way that the team was, Houston was still going farther than Oklahoma City was when Russ was in Oklahoma City? You think Russ should have just shut up and played?
No, both of them ass teammates. Point blank. Period. That's just what it is, bro. They can't be together. That's just what it is.
I mean, I agree on that. I mean, I think we said that last year in the podcast. I didn't think it was going to work.
I knew it wasn't going to work.
Right. Well, I mean, they both, like you said, they both seem like two of the worst players to be on the same team with.
The very worst.
Right.
That was absolutely the wrong decision when they made that.
That's definitely the worst combination because they both have to have the ball in their hand to be effective. So it's like, and Russ,
even then,
that's like asking Allen Iverson to play with Kobe Bryant.
I think that might have worked a little better.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say because
Hall of Fame was now. We're talking about back in the day when they was.
But they always had a respect for each other,
Because you got to think, hey, I played.
So did James Harden and fucking Westbrook. They
both assholes though.
Right.
Wes and Russ and James are documented assholes,
and they're on the opposite spectrum of life. Like Russ is a family man. You know what I'm saying?
Very much.
And James Harden be out at the TV every night. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to party
night,
every single night. You know what I'm saying?
Russ like, man, we staying overnight in New York. I'm trying to get back to my crib.
Right.
Tripping.
Right.
Well, that's what I was thinking because I was like, it's to be honest, I think Russ just works harder than James ever has.
If James Harden had Russell Westbrook's mentality, he probably would win the championship.
I don't know.
Because that's what that sounds like to me. Like it's like, yo, I'm going to the gym and he going to the strip club. Like
because part of like he could see that's a hard one because
I ain't say skill level. I said mentality. Russ got Mamba mentality. He just ain't got the skill to fucking utilize it.
I don't know about that, man. I still feel like Russ is more concerned with stats than he is about winning.
He's concerned about. Yeah, well, I guess that is my mentality. Winning,
right?
Do anything to win.
Right. Russ ain't gonna do everything to win. He do everything to get a triple double.
Well, he the green Mamba mentality.
So I mean, I don't want
to do whatever he got to do to get what he want. Put it like that.
He put his numbers up, and that's it. Yeah. That's all he's worried about.
Yeah.
And so that's because it's like, so then what do y'all think about Russ and Bill playing together then?
Well, Bill is used to.
Yeah,
a ball dominant guard.
Bill, yeah, right. He's used to ball dominant guard, and he could be a spot up shooter if he needs to be. But
yeah,
I mean, he can also create his own shot. Like that actually seems like it could work out a little bit. Hopefully that Russ realize like I need to fucking pass the ball at least sometimes. Like don't look off your teammates.
That ain't never gonna change.
I think he might. Bro, I hope he might.
At some point, we have to realize Russ ain't changing. He don't play with Kevin Durant, James Harden, Paul George, Carmelo Anthony, and he didn't want to pass the ball to nobody who could score. Victor Oladipo was trash when he played with Oklahoma City because Russ didn't want to pass the ball. I mean, Russ has played with some solid all-star players, and they all leave him.
I feel like Harden is going that same route. That exact same route. Oh, you brought me this person? I don't give a fuck.
But in my defense, I never liked either one of them game. So, and I always say that I never liked either one of them.
I used to not like Harden's game that much, but then like when he started just going off and carrying the squad, like when Paul was hurt and stuff. I mean, I just can't. I couldn't knock it no more. He was dropping 40 every night and just single-handedly carrying Houston. When Clint Capella was hurt, Eric Golden was hurt, CP3 was hurt, and they was still winning games with nobody's out there. I couldn't knock his game no more.
I never liked either one of their games. So that's just me. That's me personally.
I just want to send a shout out to Ricky for rocking that Windy City hat tonight. Bulls, baby. Oh, he's starting to come around.
I had on my Blue Jays today. That's why
I didn't ask all that. I just said shout out for the hat. You know what I'm saying? Windy City.
That's the only reason. It matches my fucking shoes.
Jay got a bunch of trash in the background.
What's Fumat? Fume.
No, he's not pointing at Fume.
That's what I'm saying. I ain't looking at it.
We can go this way too.
I ain't looking at the rest of that shit.
Looks like somebody threw it.
That's why I'm looking at Fume. That's why I keep my eyes. That's why I can see. You see, I don't look back there. That's why I look at Fume.
Somebody threw up on your walls.
He's talking about hats in Jersey. You know, might as well talk about the number one in the division. You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, I can't even knock Washington. You know what I'm saying? POP, they hold it down right now.
They look real good.
They look okay.
The defense going crazy, bro.
Yeah, their defense is fucking retarded.
Chase out there looking like a man among boys, man.
Man child.
Yeah. yeah. He's playing good football, man. I mean, I guess
I love it.
Since the last
Alex
time
Smith, check down Alex.
Yeah, check down Charlie. Holding it down.
That's good though. Like
that's what they needed.
Right. Derek Carr has been rolled out of the game.
So since the last time we potted, Carson Wentz is taking a bench. So we're gonna have to definitely address that. I mean, what do y'all think? What do you think they're gonna do in Philadelphia? Do you think that that contract is looking so bad right now because he's still got 4 years on that contract that he just signed. So if they dump him, they still got to pay him like $48 million in the cap next year. And then maybe I think it's 24 in the cap the year after
26,
that. 26, yeah. So what do you do if you're Philly?
Well, they came out and said that they weren't going to get rid of him. But I think somebody will probably trade for him.
Who?
And eat that. I don't know. Maybe like Jacksonville so they can have like a backup for, I guess, for Justin. Or they got that insurance policy. The same like they did with Nick Foles, where they traded off Foles, and then
you think that
contract is ridiculous though? He like 3 years away from max quarterback money. 3 years away from being the number one quarterback paid in the league. That is a lot of money to pay somebody to sit on the bench.
Or because I was thinking about it before that. He would be straight in Tampa because they don't even have a backup for Tom. So it's like he just took the 1 year because Tom only had a 2-year contract.
You think they can afford him? Because they still have Tom, and then they have the receivers, and then they have. I don't think they can afford him. Because if they get him, they'll have to get rid of all their weapons.
Hey, the truth hurts. I told y'all.
Not y'all.
I told them, not you, CJ. You was on my side.
I've been going hard.
I said from fucking rookie year, Wentz was not fucking all that, and he was overrated. And everybody, the media, pumped that motherfucker up. Why? I have no motherfucking clue.
He had that 1 year that he almost won MVP. I mean, he would have won MVP that year if he didn't get hurt.
So we talking about the same year that his backup came in and won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, well,
that's the same year we talking about.
Yeah, because he got hurt. That's what I'm saying. He would have won MVP that year.
That team was not relying on fucking Carson Wentz.
Right.
So he should have never got none of that love for one.
And then one of their team leaders builds a shrine to Nick Foles in the locker room. One of the long boys builds a shrine to Nick Foles when Nick Foles takes over for Carson Wentz the year after they won the Super Bowl. I mean, I know y'all remember that. So it's not like I'm gonna say it. I think it's jacked up that people in Philadelphia forever they talk smack about Dak Prescott, and they were like, "Oh, Wentz is better than Dak." When Dak didn't have no weapons, when Terrence freaking Williams was his number one receiver, and Allen Hurns was the number 2 receiver, y'all were like, "Oh, he's just trash." But now that Philadelphia is having issues with their weapons, you guys are like, "Oh, he doesn't have no weapons." Keep that same energy y'all had with Dak. Dak didn't have no weapons, and y'all knocked him. Keep that same energy y'all have with Wentz. At least Dak was going 9-7 and 8-8. You know what I'm saying? Without no weapons, you know. Keep that same energy.
Carson Wentz gets benched and his motherfucking his backups goes the fuck off every fucking time.
Right.
Dak Prescott gets benched and 8 weeks later he's still fucking 500 yards below him in yardage.
Right.
So I don't want to hear no more fucking Dak Prescott, Carson Wentz comparison. They are not the same. They are not on the same motherfucking level.
Not on the same level.
That shit was from day one. There's a reason why Dak won fucking Rookie of the Year.
Right, man. Y'all gonna put some.
And I won't say
Dak's
anything
name.
else about this anymore.
I will. I'll be in the lounge talking smack, just like I pulled up the meme. Like for y'all, if y'all ain't see it, you know, I dropped a meme 2 years ago, and it was a picture of Dak laughing and Jason Garrett laughing, and it was like when Nick Foles took over for Carson Wentz and started winning games. It was like, and they say Wentz is better than me, but he's not even better than his backup. It still reigns true today.
I was laughing when I saw that. I saw that this morning.
And it's crazy. People like that. People, and I was looking at that post, and people still like, yeah, he don't have any weapons. I'm like, look, he has the same exact people Jalen Hurts just had.
Right.
And he's doing a hell of a lot better than Wentz.
Hurts got Alshon though.
I mean,
okay, he had him a couple games. Wait, what?
He didn't. That was Alshon's first game back.
He had him all the rest of his career. Fuck that. I ain't
the rest of his career,
shit.
yeah.
I ain't want to hear that shit.
I was just saying. I was just making a jokey joke. But you know, Alshon is a factor. But I mean,
and then they say Hurts can run the offense better because he's mobile. He's a fucking quarterback, you idiot. Okay, Wentz tries to force the ball down the field. That is being a dumb quarterback.
Didn't Hurts have 100 yards rushing? 107, I think.
I don't know. I know he had like 92 at one point. I didn't see the final stat line.
I think he had 75 in the first half.
Yeah, 7 carries for 75 yards in the first half.
Yeah, I think he finished with 107, and then I think he had like 200 yards passing or 190 yards passing, some shit like that. Which is, I mean, it's a solid game.
That's very solid. That's 300 total yards. I'll take it.
And he got the dub.
My quarterback.
And he got the dub, so you know.
Everybody getting dubs when the backup coming in. That's crazy. Washington start fucking winning. Except for Dallas itself, it's true.
Well, Alex Smith isn't really a backup quarterback, in my opinion, especially with compared to the Washington quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a career starter. He may not be the best quarterback in the league, but he's a career starter. And he's had some really good seasons.
Andy Dalton is a career starter also. And he still is a backup motherfucker.
I would say.
And Alex Smith just came from a fucking life-threatening fucking injury. Like, he's almost lost his leg type shit. So,
but I think that Alex Smith is a better quarterback than Andy Dalton. Whole career wise, I feel like Alex Smith. You take Alex Smith over Andy Dalton.
I like Alex Smith. I always like Alex Smith. He's always won. Like, he was in San Francisco.
I haven't always liked Alex Smith. I didn't like him in San Francisco because I hate San Francisco.
Dalton was winning most of his career too.
Yeah, but
he just didn't win in the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
Alex Smith put up like some fire numbers though, you know what I'm saying, as far as like quarterback rating and so on and so forth.
You know, Alex Smith should go to fucking New England. He will fit that fucking system perfect.
Man, Belichick would be in heaven. Belichick would be like, oh, I got one. I got to deal with Cam trying to run every play. I got one that could just sit back and do what I'll tell him to do.
You saw in that one game, Cam rushed for his 69th career touchdown and threw for 69 yards.
That team is pitiful, bro.
I don't know, man. But somebody posted that stat, and I went and looked, and I was like, motherfuckers got too much time on their hand to be finding out stats like that.
Yeah, that's too far. That's too far next gen.
Right. So
69 yards. That's, I guess, man.
Your boy Giannis got paid.
Ooh, 228.
For 5 of them.
228 mil.
Right.
Highest paid player.
I don't get it. I don't get that signing.
For who?
Giannis.
Why not?
If he's saying like he was doing all that holding back, talking about he wanted to see what they're gonna do, if they're gonna build a team type thing. Well, that's the speculation that was going around. Taking $228 million is not gonna help in the long run.
That money talk, man.
Well,
I know, but I get it.
That money talk, man.
If you're gonna sit there and talk about you trying to win at 228 is not gonna.
Didn't he just have a kid too?
I mean, it doesn't hurt because if you think about the way basketball is structured, generally the teams that win have the highest paid players. I mean, I don't think that's going to affect the structure. LeBron, it's not like LeBron's taking no pay cut, and they got AD still. All they got to do is find a couple pieces. I mean, you can get 3 max players in the NBA on a roster.
I would have took my ass over there to fucking Miami, or either motherfucking 76ers or something. I would have did something. I would have got the hell on from Milwaukee because you ain't getting shit. I would have
went to Miami for the simple fact.
Giannis with Jimmy, that'd be fucking crazy.
Right. I would have went to Miami for the simple fact that it's Miami.
That it's Miami. You Miami. You gonna say Miami anyway? Shut up.
Well, I'm just saying because it's because it's Miami. You know, you don't have to worry about snow.
Exactly. Like so,
you got beaches and beaches. You know what I'm saying? Double entendre there. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm going to Miami. But. Mm-hmm. I'm not mad at him.
Oh, well, fucking went to Golden State. That was a fucking thing.
But he had to get traded there.
I'm saying, not really. I mean,
Draymond's under contract.
He could have stayed out this last year. This is last year, ain't it? Right. This is last year on the contract.
Right.
Yeah.
Stayed out this last year. Just been done. You could choose where the fuck you want to go.
Yeah, but if you can't get maxed out because they got Draymond's under contract, Clay's under contract, Steph's under contract.
I'm talking about winning right now. If that's what he's
26
he was talking about. He was talking about goddamn. That's why he was holding out. That's what because his shit should have been signed fucking last year sometime.
Yeah, but he's only 26 years old, so it's not like he has to go ring chase yet. He's gonna.
You think he gets one?
Yeah, I think he does. Without a question, I think if he stays in Milwaukee, he can get one. And I say that for this reason: he's 6 years younger than Steph. You know what I'm saying? KD, he's like 10 years younger than LeBron. All the players who are the great players in the league are all 6-7 years older than him. So by the time they retire, he's going to be the best player in the league, probably him and AD.
If he don't regress.
I don't see him regressing.
I mean, he still got to figure out how to shoot. If he don't figure out how to shoot, that athleticism is going to diminish.
I think that he can. I mean, I think he'll continue to build his game. Because he's only 26, so he's built so much of his game. He's gonna see no matter what he's
at some point he's gonna fucking plateau. His fucking skill level is not gonna be but so high. I think he's pretty much to the max of where he's gonna be. Well, normally, he's not finna go too much further than where he's at.
Normally you hit your peak when you're about
around 26, 27.
Well, about 28, right. 27, 28. But then you continue to scope skills, and then you start building your more of your killer mentality. So look at LeBron. When LeBron was 27, 28, well, I'm saying when LeBron was 27, 28, he was an animal, right? But he still wasn't showing up in the biggest series. But then all of a sudden that switch kicked on when he hit about 29, 30, and then he was just an animal. Like he was an animal after they lost to Dallas. So it's like, and he increased certain things, like his shooting got better. You got to admit, over the years, LeBron's shooting did get better.
I agree with that, but I hate that fucking mentality shit. Like that shit is so.
It is what it is, though. It's the truth.
It's not, bro. It's not. It is. Whatever. LeBron went against besides that fucking Dallas team, he went against juggernauts and he put up numbers in every fucking finals he was in. He might have motherfucking.
His first two finals, he underproduced. The first finals against San Antonio. Bro. Wait a second. Let me finish. Let me get this point off. The first finals versus San Antonio. If LeBron just averages his season average of points, the series is tied 2-2. If he just averages his average, Series
but
is
you
tied
want him.
2-2.
You want a fucking 21-year-old to go against 3 future Hall of Famers.
That's not what I'm saying. My point is,
matter of fact, 4 future Hall of Famers because they had motherfucking goddamn Popovich
you
on
said
the
that
bench.
you said he only underproduced against the Magic or the Maverick, but he underproduced against the Spurs too.
That's not underproducing when you fucking Popovich game planned around that dude,
in the playoffs. In the playoffs, you have to at a bare minimum get your average because that's what you bring to the table.
You sound like I forgot. Never mind. I know who I'm arguing with right now.
I'm being real. I mean,
no, it's not being real, bro. Okay, if you go into a fucking goddamn game and you are the number 1 player and you have nothing else on your team and you have a fucking dynasty to play against, what the fuck are you gonna do at fucking 20 years old, bro?
It's still your responsibility to bring what you bring to the table. I'm not saying
you can bring all that shit to the table, bro.
I'm not even saying that Cleveland should have won. So that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Cleveland should have beat San Antonio.
You're undermining.
What I'm saying is if LeBron just gets his average, that's it. If he just gets his average, the series is tied 2-2. I'm not saying if he goes above and beyond. I'm not saying if LeBron scored 35 per game. I'm not saying if LeBron scored 28. Bro. I'm saying if he just gets his average.
If I'm sending my 3 dogs against you to make sure you don't motherfucking score, you're not gonna fucking score. Who else were they worrying about on that fucking Cleveland team, bro?
That's regardless. That same
Who
team,
else were they worrying about on that Cleveland team, CJ?
Yo, that same Cleveland team. That same Cleveland team just got past a defensive monster team in Detroit too.
All right, CJ.
All I'm saying is if he just gets his average, I'm not even asking for him to do anything, go above and beyond what he normally does.
Bro, you asking him a fucking youngin in the fucking game for one. He ain't even got his fucking toes all the way wet. He some kind of way got that fucking team to the motherfucking finals. Some kind of way on the wheel, and you want him to go against 4 fucking supreme. That was in the top of their dynasty. But you're
trying to make it seem like Tony Parker and him were out there guarding him, or Ginobili was guarding him. It was Bowen who was a solid defender, but it's not like the whole team was defending LeBron James.
That whole series was surrounded around LeBron. What made LeBron go learn how to motherfucking shoot even more? Shit.
Dwayne Wade.
That shit. No, that shit. When Greg Popovich made sure he was giving him them little bullshit ass fucking mid range, telling him to shoot. That's how you beat me, and he didn't. He couldn't do it. He took away LeBron's fucking strong suit from driving from the hole because that's when he was all athletic.
And he should have won. He should have won and got them fouls.
So, bro, said, bro, he went to those fouls. He went to a fucking dynasty with 4 fucking Hall of Famers on there, and he wasn't ready for that.
Again, I'm not saying that
same thing fucking Giannis did.
I'm not trying to say that I think that I'm not holding LeBron losing against the Spurs against his legacy. Because I don't
use that all the time.
No,
yes, you do.
No, I do
you
not.
All the time.
Listen to the words that I'm saying. I'm not saying that goes against his legacy. Mm-hmm. The only finals that I put up against LeBron's legacy is when he didn't show up against the Mavs. I never hold the Spurs' legacy against him. What I'm saying in this comment is that if LeBron just showed up and if LeBron put up his normal numbers, the series is tied 2-2. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that a 21-year-old LeBron James should have beat the Spurs. I've never said that. I don't believe that. It's the same as when Jordan was playing the Celtics. I will never say that Jordan should have beat the Celtics because it was one player versus 5 Hall of Famers. But Jordan was still putting up 42 points for a series. Jordan still put up 63 points.
Guess what? Jordan got swept.
Okay, and I get that. But it wasn't because Jordan didn't show up to the game, though. That's the difference between Jordan and LeBron at a young age. Bulls didn't lose because Jordan didn't get his average. Jordan averaged 42 points after he broke his foot, missed the whole season.
This conversation earlier, Jay, because I knew this shit. That's exactly why I wanted to cut this conversation earlier, right here.
That's the
difference.
Because
I knew why. That's why I said, "Oh shit, I forgot who I was fucking talking to."
No.
And then in the same breath, he said, "I don't put that against his legacy."
I don't.
He say he don't say, he turn around and say, "But I don't like he didn't show up against." San Antonio and Dallas. You brought this shit up.
No, you brought it up. You said Dallas.
Up.
You said Dallas and I said San Antonio too. So then I caveated what you said.
That's putting against his fucking legacy. You that's what you just did.
No, you said he didn't show up Or LeBron only didn't show up to one series. Whatever, man. We'll get on to the next topic. Or we'll go back to Giannis. We'll get back on Giannis since we're done talking about LeBron not showing up against the Spurs or the Mavericks. I'm glad you got on that Bulls hat today because you know Jordan's the GOAT. That's the only reason you wore it to the podcast. I just want all the viewers out there to know I got nothing but love for my man Ricky over here. Y'all may not know it, but I got nothing but love for my man's over here.
They clearly missed each other.
Why the fuck Steph Curry got this goddamn his hair like this? Why he did?
Yo, what's up with the?
He's too old for that shit.
Yo, let's take one moment to talk about the barbers in the Bay. How come everybody who plays for Golden State be having terrible haircuts? I would figure in the Bay they would have some good barbers.
Fuck how on that ganja.
I guess so. Because Clay's hair.
Anything look good.
Their hair always be looking jacked up. Always be looking jacked up.
So, how y'all feel about these fucking Steelers though? I want to know. I gotta switch that up. I was gonna bring that up next. I want to know what y'all thoughts on them.
They are who we thought they are.
Thank you.
You know,
back to back.
I don't think they're a bad team. I think they're a good team, but I don't think they're a great team. They are who we thought they are.
They was falling in that I thought they was gonna fall into that Philadelphia trap. Motherfucking kept playing a whole bunch of bum ass teams, winning, then catching the injuries on the side. That's what was going on. Well, that's how Philly won the Super Bowl.
I don't feel that. I don't think it was fair though when everybody was prosecuting Pittsburgh, talking about they hadn't played nobody when they'd only played one team, one less winning team than the Chiefs. It was like, man, they both played almost the same amount of winning teams. Ain't nobody talking smack about the Chiefs. Leave Pittsburgh alone. They gonna lose. They're gonna lose every year. Only one team has ever gone undefeated the whole entire season. One team, Miami Dolphins. So at some point, we know they're gonna take that L at some point in time. Just chill, let it happen.
Somebody gonna get them.
Right, it's gonna happen. It even happened to the Patriots. That probably would have been the greatest team of all time if they had just won the Super Bowl.
Fucking Eli, man.
Let me tell you guys a funny story. So it's the Super Bowl. What was it, 2007? And we're all at the homie's house watching the Super Bowl. And after the game, you know, when the Giants score that last touchdown or whatever, I'm in a house full of Patriots fans. There's probably like 4 people in the house who weren't Patriot fans, right? Everybody's a Patriots fan. So then the homie comes out with a congratulations to the New York Giants for winning the Super Bowl cake. This man had a cake made before the Super Bowl, had it hidden underneath the bed in a house, and poured it out in a house of like 20 Patriots fans, dog. Yo, one of my homies got so drunk that night that he peed in the refrigerator. I ain't gonna name no names, but yeah, man, like that was
I'm not coming to none of your parties.
It wasn't my house and it wasn't my party. I was just there. But yeah, my man's definitely eating somebody's fridge that night. They had to throw all the food out.
Yeah, peed in the fridge though. What the hell?
Probably shouldn't have told that story. I probably should edit that out, but I'm not going to. Oh my God. So
fridge peer, you're no longer welcome at my house. Don't care if you're drunk or sober, you're not welcome here.
You're not welcome. You cannot come back.
I think I'll be all right.
So do y'all want to elaborate on Pittsburgh anymore? Or?
I just, like you said, they are who I thought they were.
No, we got the dub.
You guys did start that whole train. I don't know if I'm
with it, man.
I don't know if I'm either happy or upset about that.
You're welcome.
I was hoping for a tie that day. Because you know Dallas, we don't like Pittsburgh either. So I was just hoping for a draw that day.
You're welcome.
Facts.
Right. I'd have been good with a tie.
But I ain't gonna lie, I enjoy watching Washington defense play ball. Like them young boys be out there balling. I enjoy watching them play.
I don't enjoy anything about Washington. I don't like the person that lives in the White House there. I don't like the football team. I don't like the basketball team. I don't like the baseball team.
Nets.
I don't like the hockey team.
How can you live with that much hate in your heart, man?
I don't like George Washington because his last name was Washington and his wife was a slave owner.
Just going all the way in today, huh, CJ?
Do you want me to keep going?
No, it's okay.
No, okay.
We pass.
All right.
You good?
Yeah, man.
So now that the NBA season has arrived, what y'all think is going to happen? To who? Any preseason predictions?
I feel like it's going to be the Nets and the Clippers in the finals.
You still fucking going against my boys? You don't learn, do you?
He said the Nets and the Clippers. Damn.
The Nets and the Clippers. You heard it here first.
I would still go Lakers. Even though I think Steph wins MVP, but I'm still going Lakers. And then for the East, shit, I really don't have an answer for the East. That's kind of wide open. But I guess, well, yeah, I don't know.
That's a hot take, right? You said there, Jay. Steph MVP.
Oh yeah, I said that. I said that on the page.
I don't think that's a hot take.
Nobody knew it was me though. I said it from the Playmakers Lounge.
I don't think it's a hot take at all. I think Steph could be MVP. I think if Golden State is a 4 seed,
I said Golden State would have been a 3-4 seed with Clay.
I think Steph goes crazy.
I
don't think they're gonna be that without. I'm thinking they're gonna be bottom because you got Dallas. Still got Dallas out there. You got all the people I think better than Golden State right now. LA, both LAs.
Right.
Dallas. Shit, fucking Phoenix. Shit, you still got Denver out there. That's 5 teams already.
Yeah.
I still think that
Phoenix is still learning how to play with Chris.
Right, but by the time he get right, though, shit, Steph finna learn how to play without Clay.
Yeah.
And a whole bunch of new people.
I feel like Kelly Oubre is going to be all right there. I think that's a good pickup for Clay for now, you know?
Oh, for sure.
I still feel like they're a 4 seed with Oubre and with I can't think of my man's name and I always talk smack about him. My man's in them from Minnesota.
Draymond?
No, from Minnesota. I ain't gonna forget Draymond's name. Wiggins, Oubre, and I think if Wiseman gives them anything, I think they're a 4 seed without question.
Who you putting them over?
I put them over everybody, but I probably put them at.
Who you put over them or something?
The Clippers, the Lakers, and I'm not sure if I want to say Phoenix. Phoenix is gonna be their 4 seed. I think Phoenix is gonna be a top 4 seed. I just feel it. Chris Paul. But they got enough.
That's what I said too. Yeah, so I don't think I think they're 5-6 at the max. That's what I don't think Steph will be. They're not gonna get a 6 seed. Unless he have a fucking bananas. He got to do some shit. He got to do some shit that's nobody ever seen before. You know what I'm saying? Like when Russ won it, his fucking team was a fucking like 5th seed, but he won. He had fucking triple double. He averaged triple double. Yeah. He had to do something special because they ain't gonna. I don't think they're gonna give it to him without.
I think as long as they become if they're a 4 seed, Steph Curry's the MVP. Because they went from being like the 2nd worst team in the league, the worst team in the league, to like top 4 seed. Steph's the MVP. Without Clay, Steph's the MVP.
I think maybe 4. If they get to 4th seed, I don't think they're giving nothing to no 6 seed.
And I think that would be
get there though.
Right, that'd be one of the biggest turnarounds in the NBA history if they get there. But again, I don't see they have too much talent. I just don't see with the additions of Wiseman and Oubre. Even though they don't have Clay, they just have too much talent. Maybe they're at the worst a 5th seed, but I see them in the top 4. They got a decent coach.
I say 5th or 6th. Them or Denver, that's how they're interswap to me.
I feel like Dallas and Denver. You know, those are the 2 teams for me.
I like Dallas because if Porzingis stay healthy,
Houston too, though.
Hell no. I ain't worried about Houston.
Well, James Harden himself can carry a team to the 4th or 5th seed.
Not when we're stacked up right now.
They got DeMarcus and Wall. I mean, if DeMarcus gives you anything too, DeMarcus
forgot about if Big Cuz do anything.
Yeah, if he does anything,
and then Big Cuz come back in with form, they'll be all right.
With Gordon, and they'll be all right too.
Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, that team is still
right.
Still fucking legit.
They got some players, so I mean, and that's what I'm saying too. If James Harden got traded to Philly and you bring him Simmons, I think they're all right because Cousins can spread the floor, which will actually make Cousins a better player because Cousins can shoot the three. And so he's not going to get as much wear and tear on his body. So now you just have Ben Simmons down in the post with whatever four is guarding him. You got Gordon on the floor. You got Wall on the floor. I think they're all right. I think they're an all right basketball team. Well, they get worse because James Harden is definitely better than Ben Simmons without a question. But I think Ben Simmons could operate in Houston with the roster that they have. And they all can pass. You know what I'm saying? Cousins can pass. Okay. Simmons can pass. Wall can pass. Gordon can pass. They can all pass. So, and I just feel like they'd be all right. Made y'all rethink that one. Made you rethink that one, huh?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's still the original thing was talking about fucking goddamn Golden State. That just put another team in front of Golden State to me. I don't even think that's. So,
you think Golden State falls all the way down to like 7th or 8th?
Bro, the Splash Brothers was fucking Golden State Warriors, bro.
Yeah, but they still got players. I mean, like, Oubre's no bum. Wiggins is not a bum. Wiggins may not be like...
He's not what we wanted, what he thought he was going to be.
Man, people put that shit on Wiggins because he went, that shit was
number fair. 1.
Right, but it's not fair.
Because he went to Cleveland and then LeBron James. That's what that shit was,
It's not,
man.
It's not fair, though, because Wiggins puts up 19, 20 points a game and motherfuckers be like, he's a bust. Bro, how many busts put up 20 points a game?
Because they was looking at him to be the next LeBron, Cleveland savior. That's what they was looking for. Right. The next Cleveland savior, and he couldn't do that shit.
All the terrible number 1 draft picks that we've had in the history of the NBA, and y'all want to get on Andrew Wiggins. Now, he may not have the heart of a champion, but that boy can play basketball.
Yeah, hoop, though.
Yeah. And then, again, Wiseman, I'm telling y'all, Wiseman, if he gives y'all anything, Golden State's a problem. And then they got Draymond. Come on, bro.
Anyways, let me go ahead and get Boston in the East.
Thank you.
Boston. Finish my,
Thank you for that subject.
That's why I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go Lakers, Boston. I'm going to go, I'm still going Steph for MVP. I'm going LaMelo for Rookie of the Year, just off what I've seen so far, even though all the rookies were really balling today.
Yeah, Obi Toppin was hooping too.
Yeah, man, I was mad.
Him and Barrett look good together.
I was mad when Chicago didn't draft him. That's who I wanted. That's who was left was Obi Toppin. Fucking Chicago.
Melo energized that whole damn team though. Whole damn everything over there.
I gotta catch him. I caught his highlights. I gotta catch him play.
Yeah, I mean he was balling today. That's what I was talking to CJ about before we started, that he was balling. Because if you go to their Instagram, the last 5 posts are LaMelo highlights from tonight.
Yeah, he's a baller.
Dropping threes. He had a no-look alley-oop to Miles Bridges. He had another alley-oop to Miles Bridges, one-handed. Like, he gonna be a fucking highlight reel.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell that's gonna happen. He got fucking vision like a motherfucker. I always I told y'all LaMelo. Well, I ain't say tell y'all, but I always like LaMelo.
Yeah, I thought LaMelo was gonna be nice too, especially because he went overseas and played. He was nice in high school.
I didn't like him in high school when he was playing. Once he got a coach, when he got coached by that and when he went to that high school, Jones. Yeah, when he went to high school, his game changed, and that motherfucker been balling since then. Yeah, that prep school he was at.
I feel like
Spire Academy.
I feel like Melo's gonna be nice too. I feel like he's gonna be nice too. I feel like everybody who passed on him You know, but maybe not. See, that's the one thing about Golden State. You know, like if you're Golden State, it's hard to. I guess both teams. It's hard for Minnesota to draft a point guard when you just you got D'Angelo. Then if you're Golden State, it's hard to draft a point guard when you got a bunch of guards. But I feel like Melo is gonna be nice.
That motherfucker, what? He's 6'8",
6'7".
It's crazy to think that we really watched him go from fucking being
freshman
4 or 5 years old. Nah, he was on even their junior, like their peewee leagues. Like his highlights are out there from that too. So when he's playing with both of his brothers, because they're Lonzo highlights, but Melo is on the court. But it's just like, yeah,
it is crazy
to be able to be like, yo, we really watched you go from
12
first time getting the basketball in your hands all the way to the league, you know.
Right. Shout out to LeVar again. You know what I'm saying? Like, we give him a lot of flack, but shout out to LeVar, man. Your boys making it, man. They made it.
Even though D'Angelo got cut.
But he made it. But he made it, though. He made it. He got a check. So he made it. He may not have stuck around forever, but he made it.
Stuck around forever? He ain't see the court.
Right.
All right. They didn't even play him in the preseason games. I think they had 2 preseason games with him on the roster, or I think just one, but he didn't play in it.
So I guess we got one last little topic. We'll finish up with the Kawhi and PG-13. So, Kawhi, they're talking about them basically, he's under investigation now for trying to get players to come play with him. A week after LeBron said he's been recruiting his whole career.
Right. I mean, that just makes sense to me. I mean, you already talk to all these players all the time. They're all friends and shit. Like, of course, I'm gonna be like, yeah, man, you got a chance.
Right. Come on, hoop over here with me.
Right. Let's go get one.
Yeah. I think they should just let it go. They need to let the whole recruiting thing go. You know what I'm saying? Because think about the real world. The real world, get your friends to come work with you. You know what I'm saying? If your friend's looking for a job, would you get your friend a job? Probably. That's what we do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? How many people have gotten jobs because their friend got them a job? So it's like the NBA, because owners, people who own a league don't like it, they try to make rules so that you can't recruit. But who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, these people are players. They're no different than me. They're no different than you. They're no different than Ricky. You know, they should be able to do the same things that we do as normal people. Freedom of speech, right? So if you're not allowed to recruit somebody, basically you're hindering somebody's freedom of speech. I know that's a weird way to look at it, but it's the honest to God truth. I can't open my mouth and use my freedom of speech to say what I want.
Big facts.
No? So I think they need to fix that. I think they need to
be fixed. Because they think they consider breaking the NBA. So LeBron broke the NBA doing all that recruiting shit.
But why is it different when owners get to trade players? You know, just because you own the team, now you get to send somebody who grew up in the West Coast, who signed with the Lakers. You get to send him to freaking Minnesota and tell him to go live his life in this cold city that he's not used to. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? And then fans be so stupid. You know, I know obviously I'm a fan, but I'm not on the side of you have to be loyal for your whole career. Like, you're not a man if you don't stick in one city. You don't want to stay. You don't want to work there no more. You don't want to work there. Everybody goes and quits a job when they want to quit a job. Why can't these players quit when they want to quit? I don't want to work there no more. I hate the city of whatever it is. You know, they should be allowed to do whatever they want to. They shouldn't have to deal with scrutiny of fans. Like, hold on. So now I'll wait. That'll be my This Ninja.
He set up.
Yeah, I just set it up.
He's just like, so hold up. Hold on, This Ninja. All right, let me say it now.
So I guess we'll go ahead and go right into This Ninja. So my This Ninja goes to one of the mods in the group, Marty. Because Marty posted a picture of now I'm gonna forget. Marty posted a picture of, was it AJ Brown wearing a Julio jersey and was talking smack because he was wearing a Julio jersey. So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his boy. You know, He's probably from the Atlanta, or he's from Mississippi, so he was probably an Atlanta fan growing up. Just because you get signed for a team doesn't mean that you're not a fan of the team that you played for no more. Nobody talks shit about Earl Thomas when Earl Thomas is still a Cowboys fan, and every player on his team knew Earl Thomas left the game and went right to go watch the Cowboys play. Everybody knew it. So if players in the league are okay with it, who are you to be somebody who sits at home on your couch and tell the players who actually play what they can and what they can't do? They can do whatever they want to. Just like you can go out and get whatever jersey that you want to, or whatever shirt that you want to. They don't have to be fans of their employers. People work at Walmart and go to Target all the time. We don't scrutinize them. People work at Outback and go to Texas Roadhouse all the time. We don't scrutinize them. We ain't mad at nobody who works at McDonald's for going to Burger King. I mean, like the standards that we as fans have for athletes is off the charts. We can't set the standard for somebody because we can't do what they do. So I know that was a little much, probably, but it's what it
is. I was like, God dang, bro, you really took it all the way over there with it? Like,
I'm just saying,
like shit.
We as fans,
like, how is this justified?
Saying, Jay, what you got for this ninja?
You know what? I've been debating between two of them. I got them pulled up. Low key, I really don't know.
Let's do both of them because I don't have one.
Okay. Well, for one, I don't know who to give this one to, but I just think it's funny as hell because Dana White said that he's thinking about letting Amanda Nunes knock out Jake Paul.
That was a good one.
It's 2020.
I seen that one.
It's 2020. We can't be talking about women and men fighting.
They want equality.
I'm not touching it. I was just like, yo, this is funny. And then I also did y'all know that fucking Kanye West took out a PPP loan for between $2 to $5 million, even though he's a billionaire?
A lot of them people did that shit.
I mean, I get it, but that's deserving of a diss ninja to me. Like, come on, bro. You're a billion. He made $170 million this year, and still took out a PPP loan for that.
You're a billionaire. Your sister-in-law is a billionaire. Your other sister-in-law,
your wife is a billionaire.
Well, I think they're billionaires together.
Oh, either way,
right.
Like, yeah, come on now. That y'all at the top of everything. Taking on a PPP loan. It was 2% of his income. Like the loan he took out was 2% of his actual income for the year.
I hate rich people, man.
Like, I get it. Like, you didn't figure out the system and you just know how to keep winning, I guess. Or you know how to take advantage of the system. But come on, bro. That shit was so unnecessary. And like, that shit ain't even nothing to him, bro. That's like, you know what? Let me borrow $5 million. Fuck it. Like, just because I don't even care about it. Don't even need it. Ain't got nothing to spend it on. I can already buy whatever the fuck I need. Like, just give me the $5 million because it's there. Like, can he drop that on my Twitch channel though?
Right.
How do I get him to follow me on Twitch?
All right, guys. Well, thanks again for tuning into the podcast. Make sure you check us out, the Playmakers Lounge on Facebook. I'll leave the link below in the description. Join the page. Join the group. Make sure you check out my man Hijack Gaming on Twitch.
That's the other one. Yep.
Check me out on the tube. Something HTK. We got all kinds of music stuff for you. Check my man Ricky out in the streets.
You might see me in the street, but homie, you'll know me.
Hey, signing off from my crew. Says peace out to the people, Hijack.
Laters.
Say peace out to my people, Ricky.
We out.
Oh, I'll let y'all the next one. Peace.